What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Hump. I am Franchise Cam. My man Moan Lover's in the building.
What's happening?
Everything and nothing at the same time, brother. Man, thanks for everybody tuning in this week, man. We got some nice topics for y'all tonight. We're going to talk about Bill Cosby, and we're going to talk about the whole this weed experience, like weed, everything weed, brownies, weed, gummies.
I feel like we'll be referring to Goldie tonight.
I'm here for the whole thing. I just was going to chime in and let y'all know I'm here for that whole conversation.
We'll be deferring to Goldie a lot tonight.
I mean, you got your starter kit going now too, though.
Yeah, it's not like anybody I work with watch the show.
Yeah, well, yeah. So you got your starter kit, bro. So you ain't like completely innocent. I mean, I'm gonna say innocent, but unaffected by the whole weed stuff. So that's what's up. First and foremost, man, how was your week?
This week is going pretty good. I'm having a great week.
I mean, anything eventful happen or?
NBA playoffs. Life has just been good. Been drinking good whiskey, smoking great cigars.
Cigars, like cigars with just tobacco.
Yes.
Okay, that's what's up. Anybody want to call in? The number is 216-772-3393. If you want to talk about any of our topics tonight, Bill Cosby. We also will be talking about just weed in general. Just weed in freaking general.
Get a number again?
216-772-3393. Those are numbers to call into the Hump.
It's scrolling right across the top of the screen in case you missed it.
Yeah, in case y'all can
be part of the action.
I was really just impressed that he knew the number.
I mean, I'm dope like that. Plus, I got it going across my screen.
Facebook Live, can you hear me? Is everybody coming loud and clear? I updated all my equipment.
All right, be that guy. All right, first and foremost, man, Bill is free.
Who was that?
It's a tire.
That is not a tire.
Oh.
Somebody was dancing.
They wasn't on our show.
So first off, go ahead.
Bill is free. Free at last. Free at last. Lord Almighty, Bill is free at last. Initial reactions to Bill being free. Free.
Well, good for him. Doesn't bother me.
I'm happy for the brother because I heard all kinds. Did you know that while he was in there, he had inmates lining up trying to pay him with commissary to diagnose them before they went to the infirmary?
Hey now.
So they would go to the infirmary with a Bill Cosby note. Do you know how much them notes probably gonna be worth?
Jessica, Rita.
He was doing they thought he was he's not really Cliff Huxtable.
They thought it was really Dr. Huxtable.
He has honorary doctorates.
Even if he was Cliff Huxtable, Cliff delivered babies.
Right, but it was crazy to even think this. The police was letting it go on. They was letting him diagnose people with a note and a referral before when you get to the infirmary, they'll know what to look for. Thanks to Bill Cosby.
I thought he was blind.
No, I think he just got cataracts or something.
They say he legally blind.
Oh, just legally blind. So legally blind, so he can't.
Bill Cosby, a comedian
drive.
and a finesser, ain't no telling. He might be blind, might think it's funny to let everybody think he is blind.
So call in, give us your thoughts, 216-772-3393.
I never really think he did nothing to have to go to prison. I think he was just the bulk of the conversation seemed like, hey, we want to come over? Yeah. You want to party? Yeah. Okay. Boop boop. I think they knew what it was. You got some of the one things, Bill.
The Bill Cosby case just broken down by Goldie.
The Bill experience.
I just think they were just trying to kick it with Bill and Sydney.
Hey, all right, so Goldie, can I get a translation? What did you say? Boop boop. When that translates, what is that? What is the boop boop action?
That's the pills either being tossed in the mouth or the drops being blooped in the drink.
Okay, bloop bloop.
Either way it went, bloop bloop. Jumped the boogie. Bill Cosby, was that right? Maybe not, but it wasn't wrong.
Oh wow. Okay.
That was how they was looking at it in them days. It was party hardy. Let's get. These women, I think, was bitter because Bill Cosby maybe was high and promised them something extra than what they thought they was getting.
Like, I mean, I think there was like, I think some of them were in it.
You don't want to say it. Say it.
I think some of them in it was in it for a check.
Home.
I think some of them was in it just for some money, man. Some of them. I don't know about all of them.
I think there was some bitter women who thought they was gonna be with Bill, and he was just using them as footstools. They realized
They knew he wasn't
bitter.
gonna leave Camille. He wasn't leaving Camille.
Exactly. He probably was like, I would like to talk to you about how you're getting home tonight because I'm out of here.
I notice about comedians, especially like ones that are on stage and build these personas. They don't talk like themselves. I mean, like on stage. So they be thinking they were gonna get Bill Cosby and be like, "Yo, hey, you know, can we hang out? You know, can we kick it?" Like they like normal. So I will really wonder, what do you think Bill's line was?
And where?
To get chicks?
To get a chick. Well, I mean, like without raping them.
What are you do? What are you going
What
to
is
do
the Bill
tonight?
Cosby? Like, give me your best Bill Cosby line. Like if you Bill Cosby,
Come here.
Come back to my place. There's gonna be more sucking than pudding pops.
I'm pretty sure Jello stock went up a little bit today. So I think
So is he automatically restored everything that was denied him?
no, that money gone. I think I seen something yesterday. He's only worth $400 million now.
What's up, Lauren?
I'm saying
I'm talking
only.
about, is he going to be restored back, like all his degree, all the stuff they took from him,
What, all
in
his
light
honor-
of his conviction, is it going to be restored? They took back all his honorary degrees. They revoked memberships. There's a lot of stuff he lost outside of just some money. If I'm not guilty, am I restored back to full grace, or is y'all still going to be looking at me like the blue man?
Well, I mean, but first of all, the blue that's radio classic right there. It's honorary, so they don't got to give nothing back. They can like redo it to give him another honorary position, but it's honorary. It ain't like he went to school for
But
it.
it was taken under false pretenses because if I'm
convicted-
Wait. They didn't say he's innocent.
Right.
He got out on a technicality because he testified, and I think it was like in 1985. And they couldn't bring up criminal charges on him, something like that. They didn't have a strong case. So the prosecutor at the time said, "Listen, we'll put you on the stand, but we won't charge you with any criminal charges, but civil, you can be charged civilly." And he testified, but they weren't supposed to be able to use the stuff that he said, and they used it.
They used it.
And so now that's why he got out. He didn't get away. He didn't like.
Say
He
didn't
didn't
get
get
away.
found not guilty.
Right.
And
He just got out on a technicality.
that's technical enough. When they get out on technicalities, they get all their stuff restored.
Yeah, that's something Love was saying earlier to the show.
Tavia said they owe him money. They owe him some money, if you ask me.
Man, Bill ain't getting no money, man.
Bill better not sue them
Bill,
people.
Bill better go sit his.
I don't know. Bill got some Rockwaller lawyers. He might get sue them people and come out unscathed. But right now,
Man, take the L. Take the L
they
that you took for
basically
that and
telling
go
them
sit
like
down.
sit your old. That
That's right.
was basically
Go-
sit your
go
old
sit
ass
down.
down from the
Go
other
sit down.
power.
What up, Tor?
The other powers is like, okay, now, Bill, we're going to give you this chance to come back. You ain't got
Man,
much life left. Just sit
like-
your old ass down and let it be.
I think I'm indifferent about it. You know, I'm not really happy. Not really. You know, it's not like I wanted him to jail. I don't wish death or jail on anybody.
How do you?
Death, jail,
What's your
losing a
opinion
job.
of Bill Cosby?
Me?
Yeah.
I think he's an asshole.
I think he's a brilliant man.
He's definitely brilliant. He's a comic genius. He's very smart, but I don't like him because for the last 30 years he's been dragging black folk.
Well, hey, I think people like Bill Cosby, they come from the gutter and they get rich.
What's up, Nina?
And I don't think they so much change, but I think the people around you when you get money change. They expect, they
Cousin
feel
Tora, cousin
entitled,
Nina.
and when you don't
What up,
feel the
Nene?
entitlements, then they resent you. And
I think they should change. When you get money, you should change. But my Bill Cosby has always been my favorite comic. Flat out, like number one.
Well, see, that's the same thing. This the argument. You tapped on something right there. This the argument I had with my friends when Tupac died. I had friends who actually was crying, pouring Hennessy all over the sidewalk. I'm talking about Hennessy was like $75 a bottle for the big one, and y'all just drinking sips and pouring it on the ground. I didn't understand it. Y'all never met Tupac in your life. Only way you know him from is his music. You may have seen him on videos, but you don't know this man, and you that torn up about it when all you got to do is play his music whenever you want to, because that's the only place you know him from.
But some people have an impact on people's lives, though.
Oh, I get that. But in my mindset, I don't know nothing but the comedy content of Bill Cosby. I don't know the real Bill Cosby. Probably never would even like him or care to know him. But I missed his comedy.
I guess I'm indifferent about Bill because he inspired a whole generation to go to college. He put positive images out of us.
Right.
But then he went on a whole college tour to drag us
But
to
Bill
white
is
people.
still human. He served his purpose. He
I-
had
but
a
I'm saying-
purpose in the
And,
cause.
but the thing is,
it was his opinion, though.
This is opinion, but you're contradicting yourself.
What you mean?
You can't do that. You can't.
I
You
don't
can't
know.
say you're for uplifting people while you're bringing them down. You
It
can't-
seemed like he
you
was
can't
only bringing
criticize
down
people.
white ladies.
He
You can't. You can't criticize.
he's
people.
bringing down that
It
X.
seems like according to his
You can't criticize the people you're
his
trying to help.
pulpit of accusers, he was just bringing down white women. The black woman was cool with him. I don't know. How
And then
was
they
the
said-
ratio
and-
of black
and-
to white amongst
and
the
then-
accusers? It got
I
to
think
be
it was 2 black chicks.
2 black chicks out of all
And
of
they
them.
looked white.
And then a lot of people said he was horrible to work with and for.
But see, I like to be the devil advocate because I believe that sometimes them people that they say hard to work with, they just hard to work with because they don't take no bullshit and they be
That's-
firm.
That's true, but then
I mean, a lot of
there's
people
also
say that about you, Love.
That's also just that people treat them
That
like
you're
crap.
very hard to work with, and you charge like an exorbitant amount of money just to do your craft. So I mean,
But I'm not raping people.
we
What?
don't know. We don't know. I mean, we don't know. I don't think
Listen,
you are.
I don't,
but we
have-
don't know.
Have you seen me? I don't got to take it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
But I mean,
Bill didn't have to take it
Cosby-
either.
Given to me.
This was another
Bill was a
tabletop
hunter.
type question. This is one of those.
Bill was
questions.
a hunter. He didn't have to take it.
After all that Bill Cosby's done for the culture, for the world, for the people, if he want to in his downtime enjoy the pleasures of women that are slightly intoxicated, how hard is it for us to judge? Because nowhere did I hear he slipped him a Mickey. Nowhere
He
did
said he did it.
I'm talking about it. Nowhere did I hear them say that they was doing something they didn't want to do. They seem like they was all saying that they just didn't know he was drugging them or something.
I mean, I don't.
Help me out.
I'm saying if you're taking advantage of people, if you're taking advantage of women, but then you're dragging other people for sagging their pants, like you said, who judge not unless he be
Taking
judged.
advantage of women, saying
It's called deflection. Y'all
You're-
keep looking
you're
at
out
them
there-
and don't look
you're-
at me.
You're out there pointing your finger. You're out there beating your chest. Yet you gotta.
So
you gotta,
was it
you
an
gotta
even
take it for women.
exchange though?
I mean,
Nah.
they say fair exchange, no robbery.
Was it an even exchange as far as his bad? Did his good outweigh his bad? Is what I'm saying.
Listen, man, I don't
Does
think
his
I
good
don't,
justify
I don't
his
even think
bad?
it's close. Because
Does-
but you say something about it.
Does good ever justify bad?
I'm just asking. This is the
It's the
question.
same- I get it. I'm just saying
for
the same
discussion.
question. Does it? But that's my question. That's my counter question. That's my counterpoint. Is does good ever justify bad?
In some cases, it has been known to, especially in the court of law.
Most cases,
Say
I
most.
think.
So does
the
good
level,
justify bad?
The level of good
In the
sometimes
court
justifies
system,
bad.
sometimes it do, because I've seen rappers get caught with a barn load of guns, and because they had people, they hired people, and they had so many people working for them that they couldn't be took out the loophole. So many people's families would be destroyed because they depended on him for his business to keep them paid. So they gave him they found a way to throw his stuff out because his good outweighed his bad. Is what I'm saying. Like more people
true,
wanted him
but-
out of jail
but-
than wanted him in jail.
Truth
But
be
the
told,
thing is, it's also the crime. Like you said, you look at somebody with a barn full of guns or whatever they had, then you look at somebody rape. That's
But-
trauma. You're traumatized. You
Do you
destroy.
believe
You
that?
destroyed some
Do you
people's
believe
lives.
that any of those cases were valid rape cases?
Maybe some. I mean,
I'm
maybe
asking.
some.
Did you hear one? What's the one that made you say, "Yeah, Bill, you a rapist"?
The one. I mean, the
did you
one.
call him a rapist?
Right. You gotta say you are a rapist, you rapist.
I mean, if you're taking advantage of people, you're taking advantage of some people that will even probably have sex with you willingly. You're taking the consent.
I mean,
from
but
them.
he's just a hunter, though. Maybe that's just how he wanted it.
So that makes it right.
First of
No.
all, I don't want nobody to think I think rape by any means is funny, but I'm just probably just trying to lighten the mood. But wouldn't that be like medium rape?
No.
Would that be like full rape?
It's not. It's rape. Rape is rape.
It's like it's like, you know what?
No.
You got like rapist tendencies. I'm like, I'm just so torn with the whole Bill thing. Because like I said, he's my favorite comic, but do I think he did it? I don't know.
Tyrone comment, this whole thing was about punishing Bill, not justice for the victims. And that's the part, that's another gray area. Like, could that be the case?
It could be the case. But we don't know. I mean, anybody that says they know if Bill raped these women or not don't know, other than Bill and the women. And we all just sitting back there like judging on what it is.
But can I say this though? Do you believe that people judge by their intentions?
Absolutely.
More so than the deed? Like
Absolutely.
saying like,
Absolutely.
if a woman is caught stealing food to sell it on the corner, is she wronger than the woman that caught stealing food to feed her kids?
They're both equally as wrong.
Okay, but in the society, it's just how I said it. So if Bill Cosby, in his mind, you could tell when he talking like, yeah, put the stuff in the drink or whatever. He don't think he did nothing wrong for real.
But Goldie, you forgetting something very, very important about that. He's a professional.
Yeah, he was trying to buy NBC.
No, he's a professional at what he do, like with that mouth. He's a professional with that mouth. How many stories have we told on stage that you knew was like fictional, but he sold it? So if he can do that on stage, he can do that in front of a mic in a courtroom. So I'm not saying he's lying, but he's trained at telling people things to make them believe things.
You made me put my fingers beside my temple and go.
Right.
You blew my mind right there.
I mean,
I never thought of it from that perspective.
What I think is, it was acceptable culture back then for people in power to do stuff like that. So that's why you feel like he wasn't doing anything wrong. Okay. Because it was part of the culture.
See, that's why I be needing Mona around. He put stuff in perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So even though he did do something wrong, he probably still feels he didn't do anything wrong.
I think he
because
don't.
that was just the way of life back then. I don't mean to right. So that's like just saying how
he
that's
looking
like,
at us like we these young tripping.
So it's the same thing.
We young niggas tripping.
Right. So it's the same thing when you talk about. So I'm saying it's the same thing you talk about.
Right.
Slave owners. They don't think they did anything wrong. That was the way it was back then.
But
I get your own perspective.
But you're saying what Bill maybe didn't think was nothing wrong with what he was doing. Well, maybe the women didn't either back then.
So why they think it's wrong now?
Maybe
a lot of them said that they didn't come forth. It's the same thing that they do today. They victim shame. And he's a powerful man. And a lot of times when you come forth, you disappear. You disappear from the industry.
I don't want to seem like...
So you don't think Bill Cosby had enough power back then to blackball you from the industry?
I'm not going to dispute that. But we can't just say because that's what happened. What has happened before is their case, though. Well, I mean, to me, like I said, because I'm not there in the situation, I can't say that she knew or she didn't know or he knew or they didn't know.
I agree. She said if he did something to a woman that he wouldn't want done to his wife or daughter, then he knew he was wrong.
Who knows if that's if he
I don't think he's 100% innocent, but I don't think he did enough.
Wait. How we know he ain't never do that to Camille?
How we know
we're not saying
for
another man to do to his wife or daughter, not him, for another man.
See,
another man to come and drug his wife or drug his daughter. If he's okay with that, then I'm okay with him.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, like, I just think, man,
like that. Exactly.
I'm gonna keep saying the same thing. We don't know. Because like that's one thing about this Me Too movement that I don't like. Because as soon as they say it, it's truth.
You're saying we don't know, but it's stuff that he admitted to doing.
But we don't know where they was with it, though. I mean, like we don't know where they was.
They do soundbite adjustments and make comments on how they want them to sound. I don't know, man. I think it's weird though because
when he got accused of it, it was like so
it's weird how you feel about stuff like that.
And like you said, it was in his act.
I don't.
It's like, damn, you did so much good, Bill. How could I be mad at you for that little shit? But then at the end of the day, you like, but it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? If it was wrong, if we believe in anything the country stands for, a trial of our peers that finds us guilty, that's the end of the story.
Well, they found him guilty.
At the end of they found him guilty. So at the end of the day, my thing is you can't follow the parts of the law you want to follow. You either a law-abiding motherfucker or you ain't. If you break one law, you ain't. You know what I'm saying? So if you believe in part of the system, you got to believe in the whole system. So if the system say he guilty,
I mean,
but you can't say. Well, we could say that, but then, like you said,
I believe in the system.
But I'm saying the system says OJ was innocent, but people still say he's guilty.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I'm saying. How do you feel about, like, I feel like he done so much good. Like, Bill Cosby was one of my childhood heroes as far as what I knew. Every time I saw him on TV, I was gonna laugh.
All right, so let me ask you this. I'm on that line of logic.
Listen,
on that line of logic.
I loved him too until he started dragging black people and started raping and found out he was raping women.
We always who's like when we talk about black people, who's like the guy everybody's like universally loved as far as black people?
Everybody university love.
Just say Denzel Washington.
Okay, I'm thinking a little bit higher.
Well, if you're thinking of say the guy then.
MLK. Martin Luther King.
Say Martin Luther King.
Okay, so everybody like they have this image of Martin Luther King, but he did cheat.
He was an adulterer. Yeah.
So when people say, you like we were saying, he done a lot of good, but does his cheating drag down all the good he did? Like, I mean,
was his cheating a crime?
Now you talking what I'm talking.
Was his cheating a crime though? That's not a crime.
It's not.
It is a crime.
What crime is it?
It's a crime to your wife.
That's not a crime.
This is a crime to your kingdom.
You're using schematics when I'm talking about this. You're saying a crime, but a crime is only something that's convicted by another, what somebody else considers a crime. Like
a crime is a
lot of women,
is a law.
A lot of women
Jeffrey Dahmer thought it was cool to eat people.
Cheating
he had
a crime.
no problem with that.
A lot of people consider cheating a crime, but cheating is not a crime. You can't go to jail for cheating. You can go to jail for rape.
If I mean, you're using about lawlessness or whatever, and I'm talking about like as far as good and bad. I'm just talking about good and bad.
So
what are we talking law or good and bad?
I'm talking good and bad. I don't know.
So basically, your question is saying, if Bill Cosby, if I can make him never exist and then the things he never did happen to the people, or are you saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you trying to say that dilemma, or what are you trying to say?
Should we forgive him based on his good deeds? Is what I'm saying.
It's not up for any of us to really forgive him.
And that is my point. That is exactly my point.
But
because everybody has a juror's robe on, hitting the gavel.
Exactly.
Hitting the gavel.
But that's what we do. That's what we're here to do.
but it's not our place to do it. Like,
then why are we doing it right now?
I don't know, because we didn't have another topic.
That's the thing about this culture. That's the thing I don't like about the culture. Whatever, either everything's all wrong or it's all right. Like, you can't have it both ways.
I feel like the best way to have it is how you feel it, the real way.
If you're going to condone him and what he does, then you're going to condone it all. You're going to condone all scumbags to do shit like that, or you're not.
Right.
You can't just condone him because he did good shit.
Exactly.
You can't. You can't.
And that's absolutely true.
So now you can't say anything else about anybody that does shit because somebody you like did the same shit. You can't talk about anybody else. You can't. You can't say one thing about anybody else that does scumbag shit.
And that's the ethical dilemma, all in a nutshell.
That's what I'm saying, because you don't.
So
if there's
somebody less guilty because you like them, basically.
I have.
We're not talking about just liking somebody, though. We're talking about stuff that they put on the table that made people better. Or brought something to the table.
Yeah,
you can't judge that on the same person.
So you can't. I can't.
That's cool.
So listen, he raped women. So to me, he's a scumbag. Fucking.
I mean,
if you ask me how I feel, fucking.
I don't know if he raped the women though. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying me.
Right, and that's
so
cool.
for me. Fuck him.
Well, I mean, but that's cool. But I'm saying, like,
there's no dilemma about it. There's no moral anguish over it. Fuck him. He's a scumbag.
I guess the moral thing,
he takes advantage of weaker people. Fuck him.
Is it wrong? Is something wrong if you believe it's right?
I'm just saying that it ain't my place.
You feel me? In his perspective,
put it left, right on.
So then why get on the radio and talk about anything if it's not our place? None of this shit is our business.
I'm talking about it ain't my place to condemn anyone if I don't know the story. And that's what we're talking about. The fact that it's not my place to condemn them. It's not. I mean, just like you say fuck them or whatever. That's your. It ain't even my place to condemn you for saying fuck them. That's your opinion. That's how you want to move on it. I'm saying I'm not. It ain't my place to go because we don't listen. You can say people can say that he raped him, or people can say he don't rape him. We don't know.
He literally admitted to it.
He didn't admit to raping them. He admitted putting shit in their drink. How many? I mean, I'm gonna say because I know
if you have sex with a woman without her consent, that's rape.
Did he
That's the
say
only way
did
it's
he
rape.
say he did it without their consent?
Non-consensual-
Or did he say put it in
any
the
type
drink?
of
We can talk about
non-consensual
weed. We
sexual
can talk about
expression.
weed now.
I think I'm
He-
strongly
right.
leaning
He
towards the
admitted
way
to it.
Moan feel, but I had this part that like him so much I'm teetering on.
My part ain't even a like.
But what you're saying is we don't know, but he admitted to it.
He admitted to putting something in the drink.
And having sex with women.
I know a lot of.
You're only saying the part you want to believe. He admitted. You can't say he admitted to putting stuff in the drink. He admitted to putting stuff in drinks and having sex with women.
Did he say he raped him, or did he say
Who the fuck's gonna say I raped him?
So then he did. Okay, this is what I'm saying.
Who's gonna say yes?
I can't say to him that if he didn't say he raped the women, that he raped the women just because he said he put something in the.
So all the frat boys that do
he
it.
had sex with him.
Let me ask you a question.
So all the frat boys.
I want to reach with
all the frat
I
guys.
love Bill Cosby. I want to reach with Cam.
All the frat boys that give girls stuff and have sex with them that's passed out. That's not rape. And have sex with passed out women.
Yeah, of course.
So he's doing the same fucking thing.
No, we're not.
Oh God.
Okay. No. I'm not saying he's not doing it because I'm not trying to say he didn't do it. I'm just saying I don't know if he did it.
Okay.
And also,
Am I-
this is the question I got to ask for you.
We can agree to disagree on this.
This was like the question I asked for you. I'm just talking about today's culture. I'm not talking about back in 1985. Isn't there like a culture right now to women and guys into taking that shit? Like into to X and all that kind of shit, and they into that shit. So that shit ain't just started last week or 2 years ago.
That's the part I struggle with.
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know what they was on.
We know the women knew they was going up there to get drugged.
That's what the fuck
we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
So why the fuck am I gonna call him a rapist if I don't know? That's what I'm saying.
He admitted to it.
He admitted to putting shit in the drink. He did not admit to raping him. I can't say that he raped him.
I'm sorry, your childhood hero is a fucking rapist. I apologize.
I don't give a damn
I apologize.
who he is.
Your childhood hero is a fucking rapist.
He raped him. But I'm saying I don't know. Did OJ kill him?
He was convicted. He wasn't convicted.
No. Did he kill him though?
Nope, he wasn't convicted. All right. OJ is innocent. I'm
in the same boat on that shit too, though. I don't know. Know what I know? Like with the R. Kelly stuff, this video of that shit. I seen that shit.
How do we know she's underage?
What do you mean? We knew the girl in the R. Kelly video.
How?
You seen the shit.
How do you know?
What do you mean? How you know? We know.
How do you
seen
know?
her.
I haven't seen her birth certificate. I don't know. I don't know her parents. I don't know. She looks young. I don't know.
It was her.
And the thing is, I'm not a pervert, so I never watched the video, so I don't know.
I seen it. So I'm telling you, I seen it.
I didn't watch this kiddie porn,
I seen it, and
so I don't know.
So I've seen that.
Everything is we don't know.
I can say that he peed on the girl and did whatever he did.
Illegal.
Whatever. It is illegal to pee on an underage little
Not
girl.
if you have consent.
I don't know if you can get consent to pee on a 15-year-old. But all I'm trying to say is I don't know. I don't make him guilty or innocent. I just don't know. So I'm not going to sit up here and say he's a rapist because of something that
You
somebody
don't
else
have to
is telling
say
me.
he's a rapist. He said he's a rapist.
All right. I ain't never heard him say he was a rapist. So.
Well, I'll just defer to calling him a scumbag.
Well,
however, whether you did it or not, he's still a piece of shit. So
I agree with that.
There you go.
That part I agree with, and not because of the rape stuff. I agree because of the dragging black
that's
people.
What I'm saying.
I'm down with that.
Whether he did the rape or not, he's still a piece of shit. So let's move. He's still a POS.
And for more reasons than just that, from other stuff he's done.
So other stuff you did. So there you go.
All right,
now we're on the same page.
Yeah. Let's do the drop. So anyway, we got
to do the drop after that.
Yeah. Well, everybody's paying attention. All right, we got another pop-up. It's the Handmade Pop-Up shop. And this one is actually going to be kind of different because we are sponsoring. The Hump itself is sponsoring this pop-up shop. It is July 17th from 1 to 6 at the Courtyard Marriott, 3695 Orange Place, Beechwood, Ohio. One-of-a-kind products, delicious desserts, raffles, music, food, free entry, open to the public. ATM on site. Come support your local handmade business. For anybody that's ever been to any of our stuff, or the ones that we've been involved with, it's been like super events. They've been great, man. Come out, support local businesses, help these people get back on their feet. The COVID kind of knocked them down a little bit, but like everybody's out there having fun. There's gonna be food, drinks, and everything.
I'll be signing autographs.
Yeah, he will be signing. We're gonna actually go live at the event. Bring
your babies. I'll sign your babies too. I can sign the baby. I won't use a Sharpie.
Horrible.
I won't use a Sharpie to sign your baby.
Anyway, if anybody they're interested in having a booth there, 216-200-5519 is the number to call. It's gonna be nice. Like I said, it's gonna be food. And like I said, we're gonna be going live there, and y'all can like sit in the middle of us and debate about if Bill Cosby raped somebody.
Devin says, number one reason why victims don't come forward or speak about it is because they are forever I can't read it from here. You say belittled, and 95% of them, 95% of the time, it has nothing to do with them. And Jacqueline says she loves pudding pops.
See,
Jacqueline.
I mean,
Everybody loves pudding pops.
Devin was kind of on your side, and Jacqueline was on my side. No, just playing.
Because you just love. I just need to check the who does.
I do want to say something real quick.
Go ahead.
To backtrack on it, when you said like my favorite comic, here's my favorite comic. He's not my favorite person.
I said your childhood hero.
No, he's definitely not a hero. He's my favorite comic. I love it.
I did that for show fodder. I know he's not your hero.
Oh, he's a comedic genius. I love his comedy. I could care less about his personal life.
We already know that OJ's your hero.
Me and the juice. But yeah. All right. So other than that, we did want to get into a topic, man. We want to talk about marijuana. Full disclosure. I was hired in a. New York State building.
Last week on the Hump.
New York State building on a jet. I was just like hired and high. It was my first time, literally ever being on a weed or drugs or whatever the heck. So what I kind of wondered. I took 4 gummies. If y'all must know.
You sound like Russell Wilson talking about drugs. Weed or whatever. I would like 2 of your drugs, please.
I inhaled.
4 gummies. This dude took 4 gummies before we came on there.
4. And I didn't know the effect of the gummies or whatever. And so
like, why? Why would you do that?
I was like way too high. I probably won't ever do it again. Like take any.
You're such a good guy. You learned your lesson.
Not lesson. It didn't do me well. It didn't feel good. And I thought the one of the main reasons for doing any kind of cannabis or whatever was to enhance or feel better.
You wasn't supposed to do that much.
Well, I mean, I don't feel that way when I take too much Motrin. But I'm playing. I'm just saying it wasn't a good experience for me. So we want to know kind of like what's your stance on marijuana or marijuana products and how you feel, and if if you partake, why do you partake? If you don't partake, why don't you partake? The number to call in is 216-772-3393. 216-772-3393. Give us your experience about the hemp, the plant, the seed, the cannabis, the like, man, my dude, he smokes so much, and it's like all this like different kind of flavors, birthday cake, jet fuel, and all this kind of stuff, man. And I it's just not me. If you can disclose on what you want to disclose. I don't know if anybody watching your job. No, I compete for you.
Saying it like that already indicts me. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
I compete for you if you need me to.
See, the strands is like designer jeans.
Here we go.
Different strands come with different effects, and a strand is pretty much like having a purebred Rottweiler. You got papers on that strand. You know all the information on that strand, and it's not been mixed with anything else. So when you say you want to get Gorilla cookies, it should be the same Gorilla cookies now, next year, on the East Coast and the West Coast. You can Google the names and you can see all the scientific information, because with it becoming legal in so many places, the science and the technology done kicked in. Weed is something else now. It's like the $6 Million Man. They rebuilt it. It's better than it was before.
It's big business now.
So, I mean, Goldie, since you seem to be knowledgeable on this subject, so what happened to me last week? Why was I so high?
It's the difference between drug use and drug abuse. You went too far in, and see the difference between a weed high, when you smoke, for some reason, I don't know the science behind it, but it's intaking through your lungs. And you only can get so high, and the worst thing you're gonna do is fall asleep.
So that gummies was in your bloodstream.
But when you fucking with them edibles,
you ain't have to laugh.
It's a body high, and it's gonna make your body high. Like like your muscles is high now instead of your mind.
See,
It's like you feel like, well, willy nilly, the world is moving around, and it's like somebody took your high and turned the volume up 10 past 10. It's on like 15, and the knob only go to 10.
And I like what's hallucinating, man. I thought your cat had a gun last week. I'm so serious. I was sitting right there. I was waiting for him to pull it, and I wanted to be like, Goldie, man, get your cat. Get your cat.
So knowing Cam for this many years, Goldie, and seeing him last week, could you tell the difference?
Absolutely.
He was actually tolerable last week. We could actually tolerate him last week.
No, he was more mellow.
I was scared. Like, I was on the air, man. I was like, man, something's about to happen. Man, I thought somebody was about to break into your studio and shoot up the place. I didn't know what was going on.
Listen, as a good co-host, I tried to throw you a light
he had
rap.
the paranoia high.
I was
That's
there.
you only get that when you first start smoking in the beginning. They go away over time. When you first start smoking, you'll never be that high again.
I think me and Crazy T, I think we cover for you.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna get high again.
I don't know. I mean, people do what they do. I mean, I was both my parents smoke.
I always say have fun, do what you do, turn up, but don't hurt nobody.
Both my parents smoked their whole lives. My mother, till she passed away. My father still smokes marijuana, so I've been around it my whole life.
That is the crazy thing. I think it's cool though.
I did it as a teen. As an adult, I dibbled and dabbled, but now that it's becoming illegal again, and as I get older, having some of these chronic pains from being an athlete, so I've, like I said, dibbled and dabbled, and dude, it's wonderful. It's great.
Like I said, I just had a bad experience. That's my second bad experience though with that stuff.
I don't think I could be a stoner.
That's because this is what you're doing, Cam.
The first time was in high school.
Let's talk about it in liquor reference. I'll use liquor as a reference.
Okay.
The first time you drunk, you probably had a couple shots.
Mimi said they're great. The edibles are great.
I didn't have shots. I was so young. We didn't have shots back then.
Okay, y'all just drunk out of like bottles?
Yeah, we was drinking Thunderbird and Kool-Aid.
Okay, let's just say the first time you had a drink, you drank a little. Mm-hmm. You didn't drink that much. You went home and you analyzed. You say, maybe I can handle more next time because that really wasn't shit. Well, you didn't have that phase. The first time you getting drunk, you want every bottle, some beer. What's that part of y'all putting? Give me some of that. Everything you trying to get high, you trying to get drunk as hell. Your first day drinking.
I mean, you got to build up a tolerance to anything.
Well, I wasn't even trying. See, and like Love said, I wasn't taking the edible to be high. I was taking it because I got a chronic elbow pain, and I'm trying to like manage the pain. So I'm tired of taking all the Motrin.
What I'm trying to tell you is, you got drunk. Your first time getting drunk. You weren't supposed to get that drunk on the first time. You passed the look, y'all. You passed the. Man, I don't usually drink like this. Tea? You passed it all the way to the point where you was, I ain't never doing this again, God, if you just get me through this.
Dude, I said that.
You went to the extreme. That's what happened to you. And I'm just trying to give you an analogy.
What did I say when you got into the car and you told me how many you took?
You sounded like my man Nielsen from the movie Taken. Good luck. He was like, I was like, I took 4. He was like, oh, you shouldn't have done that.
Now you got a certain set of skills.
You're right. You're like, good luck.
I was like, you're not feeling it right now.
Yeah, and I was
it
crazy.
Take like 20 minutes.
No one told me that.
You want an instant gratification?
No one. I thought I was just gonna eat them and just like, man.
And then, like
you
I said,
had to ingest them.
I do notice this. Like I do when I get high. If I get high, I don't really do anything but take naps. But what I did notice is everything for me, getting high, everything tastes better. Like I keep annihilators and stuff like that. Like it all tastes better. Like everything just tastes better high.
I crushed a bag of popcorn when I got home.
Nah, you got to go sweet.
It was
kettle corn.
No, they Smart Food make Krispy Kreme flavored popcorn. And I ate that bag, man. I was like licking the bottom of the bag, man.
That's what I'm saying. Everything just tastes. It's so my taste buds intensified. So. I like anything sweet, dude. The one I had, like I said, I had annihilators. I had Reese cups. Everything just tastes better. Water tastes better. Everything just tastes better.
So go to
when you're
where did
high.
the headache come from though? I never heard anybody smoking weed getting a
drunk
headache.
some liquor with it.
No, I didn't drink no liquor.
No liquor.
I had the 4 gummies and I had a headache. Where did that come from?
That might have came
That's
from
your-
something you ate or something you bumped your head on.
That's your body. That was
Your body
that
might
was
be
your body
reacting
saying,
to it different.
"Wake up, fool."
You went hard on your first day.
It's a dummy, man.
You ain't even go through the preliminary. You like, fuck it, put me in with Tyson. I did 6 push-ups.
What's up, Mimi? Yeah, everything tastes way, way better.
I don't know if I'll do it again.
Mimi
But
said you
and
was extra.
listen, and
That's
I,
what we trying to tell you. You went too far. You need to just moderation.
And then
Work your way up to
I
a
feel like,
tolerance.
I feel like y'all like those dudes from the those old commercials, like the peer pressure. Just take a
look.
smoke.
No,
You jumped in the car and mashed the gas and never let up. The RPM
didn't-
was all
he
the way
didn't
to
And
smoke.
it- and it
he didn't
lasts-
smoke. He had gummies.
And it lasted 2 days.
I know. I told you he was gonna wake up. That's
said
the
you was gonna
crazy
wake up
part.
high.
It lasted 2 days, man. I'm just like I'm at work, like, but here, now I will say this.
That's
though.
the weirdest feeling ever.
When I
waking up high
came
already.
down some, it felt all right.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like at 3 o'clock in the morning, I was like, okay. Like had I been there in the beginning, I would have been okay.
Listen, the last time, it's probably about 10 years ago, I like just smoke. It was a friend of mine. She came over. I hadn't smoked in years. She's like, just smoke with me. So we just sitting in the bed watching the movie. We smoke. She go to sleep. And I started thinking somebody trying to get in my window. We're on the second floor. And I'm like, somebody's, and not just like, I'm like, I felt like a SWAT team was about to come through my window.
That's the paranoia.
And I'm like, oh shit. I'm high. Like, oh, like this is, and it just wasn't cool. Then I went to sleep, woke up still high. I'm like, I don't think I can deal with the new
that's
stuff.
why I never could
But
try a
I've never
drug
been
stronger than
paranoid
weed.
before.
Cause weed, if you have weed, you can still tell yourself
Hey man, why you got the weed
you
behind
just
me?
high. When you
Why you got the weed behind me, man?
that's what we talking about.
So
And when you high, you can still have a part to tell yourself, "Oh, you tripping? You high though? You high." But with other drugs, you just, "Oh, this dude is Leatherface. So I gotta kill."
so then a long story. A lot of people don't know the story, but I did actually eat a whole edible brownie by mistake. Like I know people usually bite it, so I
Yeah.
ate the whole thing.
You
and
went,
I thought
you matched the gas.
And when it hit, because I didn't know what happened, I thought I had a fucking aneurysm or something, because it just hit me like a car. I was looking at something on YouTube, and all of a sudden it just got real loud in my head, and I'm like, what the? I felt like something snapped. I'm like, what the hell? And I didn't know what. I'm going through my mind, and I'm just going crazy trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong. Like I'm about to die. Like I'm about to die, and I realized like, oh, like that was a edible, and I ate the whole thing, and that was the wrong fucking thing to do.
And Goldie, you was killing me last week too, because I was the highest ever, and you messing with that damn light bulb. I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, all right, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be
He was
all
looking
right.
at me. I'm like, yes, the lights are going on and off. It's not you,
I said, I'm gonna be all right.
but yeah.
I
So,
might try it again. I will see. Like I don't.
we should do our
But-
we should do another show high.
The one thing
we should do another show medium high,
one thing I can say,
not high.
the whole time I was ultra high, elbow didn't hurt.
You weren't thinking about your fucking elbow.
Elbow didn't hurt.
That's what the pain
I was good.
We should actually do a high. We should do a high show.
It's doable.
I mean, you don't gotta,
Of course it's
You don't
doable.
got to take 4 gummies. Just take 2.
How about I'll drink. I don't
Take 2 gummies 30 minutes before we go on air and see what happens. Let the chips fall where they may.
No, y'all gonna be on not 2 of them.
Thank you.
What you
2?
mean, 2 little ones or 2 big ones?
Yeah,
Oh no.
How many milligrams you talking about here?
yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know what the milligrams. I don't know none of that stuff. So
You need to take something like in the 600 milligram range, because if y'all splitting, y'all taking 2 of each, y'all should stay like, don't try to go past 800. 800 milligrams is way.
I'm just saying 2 should be a good show.
I wonder
Yeah.
how many I had last week. 100 milligrams.
Maybe you should ask.
How many pieces did you eat?
4.
You had 800 milligrams. They usually be like
Had 4.
100 or 200 milligrams a piece. You might have.
He said, so you mashed the gas.
You mashed the gas. You had 4.
Yeah.
Even if there was 50 milligrams a piece and you had 200 milligrams, that's still a lot.
for me. And I had never been
You
high in my
gotta
life.
Google it. It's a chart they got online. I think 400
and
is
that was
out
your,
of here.
So that was your legit first high.
I mean, look,
First edible high.
this is about to.
No, he said his first high.
No. So
No.
I was high before. So this is a horrible story, and I'm glad this dude ain't on my Facebook friend.
He said those are people.
I was in the 9th or 10th grade. I went to Collinwood, right? So my boy, they smoked weed all the time. Like we was cutting school and they was smoking weed or whatever. So we went over his house. He lived on Shaw, and we went to Collinwood, but he lived on Shaw. So it was like always like the thrill of coming over there and seeing Shaw guys. We went to Collinwood. Anyway, so I spent the night over his house, and they had, they was hitting weed or whatever and stuff, and I didn't know how to inhale. I still don't. So peep this out. His mom gave me a shotgun.
What?
Right, it gets better. Like, so y'all been around me long enough to know how I move. But her lips were cracked.
Oh.
She had like these cracked, like her lips looked like cracked ice. And as she was coming to me,
Should have been like, I'm straight.
I mean, it was his mom. I was like
sorry.
12, 13, 14, I don't know how, some age like that. And so she
I
blew.
would have felt a type of way. I thought she was
felt-
trying to get me.
I felt, but all the boys, my boys was in the room too. They was like, well, we're gonna show you how to smoke. His mom gave me, and I didn't want them to give me a shotgun. So it was like either cracked lips or somebody else. So back then, y'all remember those T-shirts when you had your favorite basketball player on it, and they had a big head and a little body?
Yeah.
All right,
like the picture that's Cedar Point.
Yeah. So I had a Dominique Wilkins T-shirt on. That was my favorite player. And when she blew it into me, at first I didn't feel anything like right away. And but then I start feeling stuff. So then they like, let's go to the store. We about to grab some Thunderbird or whatever and stuff. So I looked down. I swear to God, I didn't see my feet. I swear to God, I didn't see my feet.
You didn't see them at all?
And so they were laughing. They were like, man, come on, we get out of here. I said, I'm serious. I don't have any feet. Like, I don't have any feet. They left me.
Like I can't. You didn't have any feet.
They left me, right? Ain't nobody stayed to see if I was okay or whatever. Everybody left
No
me.
man left behind unless he doesn't have any feet.
I was really, Dominique was my dude, and I played a lot of basketball, whatever, man. And I dragged myself on my shoulders and crawled into the bathroom, right? And pushed myself up on the sink. And all I could see was Dominique with his curved head, and he had like a dunk. He was dunking like this, and I cried to Neek. And I was like, well, I'll never do this again, Neek. I'll never do this again. And I crawled downstairs, and I called my mom, and I told her to come get me, man.
You definitely
that was my first time, and this was the second time.
So that was
You
your
don't have a
first. This is your second
tolerance.
time.
You just mash the gas. You got to take it slow. You can't just jump out in the middle of the freeway.
Ain't
Them
nobody.
cars is coming.
See, they need,
Well,
they need to
that's
have
pink.
they need to have a weed course or something to let somebody know, you speeding home.
But see,
Because I didn't know.
You should have been with a responsible person when you was doing that. That was they're able to tell you was going too far.
Okay, well he told me, the guy that I got him from, a good friend of mine.
You're not listening to anybody.
He told me to take 2.
So of course you just doubled that.
But like I told you last week, I took
your
the
best
2
figuring?
and I didn't feel anything. But I didn't know it took 20 minutes to kick in. So when I took the 2, I'm like, all
don't just
right, I'm good.
Get high.
Hello? I've never taken this stuff before.
Horrible.
And then I took the extra 2, and then
Did it all
we get
kicks
what we
in.
had. Yeah.
But see, that's like I said, bring the show down. But that's how a lot of those kids were overdosing on ecstasy.
I would never take nothing like that.
But I'm saying they were popping pills, and then they weren't feeling anything, so they would pop more, and then all that shit would kick in at the same time. And then they would fucking overdose because you put too much in your system.
We talking about safe drugs. You making me depressed.
Dude, I seen.
That might be
Safe
depressed. That
drugs,
might be the weed you're smoking.
Hey, listen, I just I seen today. I was listening to the radio today. They have a commercial now till they want you to test your drugs.
What do you test them at? You just bring them in and
No,
test
they
them?
have testing kits.
Oh, well,
so
that's
you
good though.
So you can test your drugs.
If you take the COVID-19 vaccine, you can get a free bag. They giving out weed for vaccines. If you got the card and you go get the vaccine, they gonna give you a free 1/8 of weed. Niggas getting all over that.
They should have been doing that from the beginning.
They
That's,
won't-
that's how you get the black community.
People want weed
They
like
got
that.
the lottery in our community, the COVID lottery.
We don't win that though.
It's two ways to win. You either die or you get the money.
Kind of off the subject, but on the subject, how y'all feel about the COVID vaccine?
No,
I'm straight.
No? Okay.
I'm good.
that shit like
Are you
Windows
against it
10.
because of,
it got too many updates coming?
Are you against it because you thinking of the effects, or are you against it because you just rather just take your chances?
I'm against it because I ain't gonna be the first guinea pig. I got to see what it do to these people 10 years later.
Exactly.
Like
I want to see what the beta.
everybody on that documentary got one thing in common. We shouldn't have did that bullshit 10 years ago.
With that extra ear on the back of their neck? Yeah, I feel you. I'm like on the fence on it with it a little bit. I haven't taken it.
What up, Shell?
We'll see.
No, I'm not doing it. Can't do it. I just don't trust them.
Yeah, A for
But like you
I
said,
need-
like you said, all the beta testing is
I
being
need
done
to
now.
see it tested a little more on people, and I need to know that they surviving and thriving 10 years later.
That is a great point.
I'm afraid I don't want to be the first. Every procedure, every medical breakthrough, the first group always get messed up.
It's just-
I got to get the update.
I'm about to say that's just like the first phone or the first Xbox. Don't ever buy the first one.
Right, I ain't about to beta test on my health, beta test on my health.
Unless it was a gummy. Anyway, like I tried a gummy, nigga. I just
You try
give me
for
that,
it.
give me that jet, give me that jet fuel gummy.
How do they even sound? They them one of these get you? Yeah, I'll try 4. Who does that?
This guy right here.
We might need an intervention. You sound depressed. Like,
I was mad though, man. I was so mad because I was so high. I was just mad and high. I was like, I mean, and I see all you guys, like when y'all doing your weed. Sorry, Stephen A. Do your weed. And everybody's happy. Like nobody's mad. Nobody's like, and I'm just like sitting up here like, I wasn't feeling good. I was like, why? Where's my feel good?
You ain't never been around people drinking, and we all had a couple shots, but that dude right there drunk as hell, and he mad as everybody. That's
Yeah.
what you was. You was the dude.
I
that
wasn't
went
like
too
mad
far.
at nobody. I was just like mad because I didn't feel good.
No,
Why-
but you was standing out like him in the group,
Why
like
is this
everybody else
happening to me?
mellow.
I'm like, man, this is
You all the
messed
way,
up, man.
all the way to the limit.
Then it's like, why don't I wait just to this age to start doing it?
Right.
I should have did it like 20 years ago. Then I would have been like, because even like you don't do it like habitually, but you done it like years and years and years ago. So y'all kind of like knew something about it. I
It's
ain't know
better
nothing.
when you do it when you're young, because
years
you're
and
more,
years and years, or a week ago. Okay.
you're more
I know
pliable.
what I mean for the first. I mean, but you was like doing it.
Yeah.
Like that was like my first time since
You more,
like
you
14.
more, you got a more durability about yourself at a young age. Getting out, like if you fall now, chip a
Right,
hip or
exactly.
a knee, it's all, when you was 18, you bounce right off of a pelvic injury, nothing. Ouch, I'm bruised. But right now, if you fall, you might shatter something. So it's different. You should have tried that when you was young.
But and
Although I don't know if Goldie heard it, but last week you did have Radio Gold.
what'd I say?
You call it Squeeze Squisher.
Squishes.
Squishes.
Oh, squishes.
That's his
Big
name.
Squeeze
That-
government.
Forgot about squishes.
His government is Squish.
Squishes. That was. I remember that part.
That is Radio Gold. What up, darling?
But yeah. But you know what's crazy though? I like the smell of weed though.
It's good. It's a good smell.
Like
It's
I used to call
like
myself king of the
potpourri now.
contact.
I've always liked the way we smelled. And then like you said, I just stopped because it wasn't just my, like I seen people becoming consumed with it. Like wake up, smoke, everything and then before they do everything they gotta smoke. Before they do anything, it's like
a ton of people like that. It's a ton of people
Like I'm
like that.
cool. Like I'd rather just do it on the weekends or something, or in my leisure. I don't need it to do everything.
I know people that can't function unless they have
It's a good treatment for anxiety. So a lot of people, a large
self-medicating.
majority of people have anxiety, especially with this world, because everybody trying to keep up with everybody. They thinking people's Instagrams is real life. If he can do it, I can do it. This is a
Right.
weird time for the world.
But listen to me, don't take 4 gummies. Just don't.
He said, just don't.
Just don't.
Just don't.
Don't be like Cam.
I don't think none of us would have done that though.
Thanks, Cody. Thanks a lot, Cody.
I think if somebody said 2 is too many, don't really take. But if you want to, you can take 2. I wouldn't have said, well, in that case, give me 4. I don't think I ever was that.
You didn't even split the difference.
stud.
You need to take the one
you
pill,
multiply.
2 pill steps.
Listen,
He was just
I
multiplying.
had ran 10 miles. I mean, like 7 miles the day before. So I'm thinking because I'm like, in shape and it's gonna.
I can still run 5 miles.
He tried to OD on gummies.
It was sad too, man. It was sad. I went home and laid on the couch and couldn't even sleep. I was so damn high, I couldn't even go to sleep. I was like laying there just like looking.
That would be depressing if
Listen,
I couldn't go to sleep.
I didn't have the TV on. It's like, how you like when your TV go to screensaver mode, it was just in screensaver mode for like 2 hours.
No, when I started getting high as an adult, my thing was get me and my best friend, me and my brother, we would get high. I would go to my room, watch the Pale show, laugh, and go to take a nap.
It was nothing funny. It was nothing funny.
And that was it.
Nothing.
And then eat everything sweet in the house.
You was in Debo's pigeon coop though, huh?
I was.
What's that? Like,
I'm gonna do another read for this pop up.
listen though, you kind of kept it together okay to be on air.
Huh.
But you just like,
Listen, you know what? I was actually happy because there's things that probably could come out of my mouth that would have just kind of ruined a lot of other people's lives. So I was kind of proud of myself on that end. All right, so we got a real quick. We got another handmade pop-up shop July 17th from 1 to 6. This is sponsored by the Hump. We're actually sponsoring this. We're going to be doing something special at the pop-up. We're going to do some live news reads and see if you guys can like be on air like we do, or people like you admire or whatever and stuff. So we'll give you like a clip, read it, record it, and broadcast it live. Also, the place where it's going to be is at the Courtyard Marriott, 3695 Orange Place, Beechwood, Ohio. I'm high now. It's a handmade business, so it's like everything people making themselves. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be selling gummies there. No, they're gonna be selling all kinds of stuff there. It's gonna be
bracelets and chains.
Yeah, cups and everything.
African symbols.
We're gonna have raffles there, 50-50 raffle, music, food, free entries, open to the public. ATM on site. Come support all these local businesses. If you want to do a booth or something there, you can call 216-200-5519. 19er. That's July 17th from 1 to 6.
I need to get that number for you. My daughter, she's starting to sell products and stuff.
Okay.
On the natural side. She need to be part of that loop.
and then you sent it to me, so I'll post it on my Facebook and my Instagram.
Okay.
And bring your babies because I'm signing babies.
And on that note,
signing babies. All right, man. Thanks for everybody for tuning in this week, man. We appreciate any and everybody that watches the show. We love you, and we will holler at you next week.
I had fun sitting with y'all today.
It was like the old times. I figured this would be your type of show, though.
All right, for my man Goldie, for my man Mon Love, I'm Franchise Cam. Out.
I really didn't figure you would like this one. Speaking of, I might have to cop something.